tell you what that was. Alright, let me give me it's the edge. Okay, how was that? How was that? How was the lighting coming? Forget that I need to get you a little closer. Ooh, my edges are very, very dry. But as you can see, we are here. We stop playing with Kevin. Kevin dropped today. We are here.
23-year-old Kayla Hodgson worked as a bottle girl. Late at night in the clubs, while the music was blasting and the drinks were flowing, she received a lot of attention. Though Kayla may have been popular with the men at the club, that was not always the case with other women. So, when Kayla Hodgson was tragically found stabbed to death inside her home, investigators rapidly shifted their focus from the men in her life to the women in theirs. It seemed
Wow. Goodness. We're coming in strong already.
that one rejected female's jealousy-fueled anger towards Kayla had been brewing for some time,
Uh-oh.
and it had finally boiled over.
Oh,
Thinking I ain't
goodness.
gonna go look on their page. I be looking at y'all page, and y'all can't talk about me drinking.
Hi there, I'm Kevin,
Oh,
and welcome to
goodness.
This Hot Round. Today's case has very recently reached its conclusion.
Okay.
It's the story of a young woman living her life, free from drama and hatred, or so she believed. It was only after she met her tragic fate that the seriousness of the threats she faced became so obvious to everyone. Let's take a look.
So the edge is doing a lot. Let me see what happened to Kayla, Lord.
The city of Tamarack in South Florida is just north of Miami in Broward County. At 3 p.m. on July 13th, 2022, sheriff's deputies received an emergency call from an apartment building on Northwest 57th Street
Who
in
called?
Tamarack.
Right, where we at?
Okay, what is your apartment number?
Something.
The caller, Revelto Robinson, had just opened the unlocked door to his friend's
Happy
apartment
Sunday. Uh-oh.
to find a bloody scene.
Oh, goodness.
Fire rescue's on the way. They're coming outside to take care of it. No, but you can go outside and direct them in. Okay.
Says that there's a gash on the patient's neck.
Hey, hey, hey.
Someone slashed her neck.
Ooh.
4 minutes after dispatch, Deputy Huston arrived at the building,
Ooh.
ushered in by Revelto, who had rapidly covered 2 flights of stairs to wave down responding officers.
2 flights. I'm talking about, not 2 flights. I'm talking about he is jumping and skipping stairs.
Quickly joined by additional sheriff's deputies, as well as fire rescue and paramedics.
What happened?
Emergency medical aid would not be required, however.
Not on that leg. Ooh.
23-year-old Kayla Hodgson was found just inside the threshold of apartment 200,
Ooh.
the home that she shared with her mother, Diana.
Oh.
She was clearly deceased from multiple stab wounds,
Oh.
lying on the floor, supine, surrounded by shards of broken glass. Deputies entered to sweep the home and ensure that no one else was inside. What they viewed as
Ooh,
they walked
that I'm
through
talking
was
about
the
that
aftermath
puddle.
of a violent struggle.
Ooh.
Though Kayla was found lying on her back just a few feet from the door,
Right.
areas further into the unit showed what appeared to be bloodstains
Ooh.
on the walls,
Ooh.
floor,
Ooh.
and kitchen island. Underneath Kayla was a dark hose, commonly associated with a hookah, a smoking device for flavored tobacco. Glass shards were on the floor, and a portion of the base of the hookah was on the counter. It appeared that Kayla had been dragged from just inside the front door to the position where she was found, a few feet inside. On Kayla's right hand, a fingernail was missing. Both the fake and the real one
Good.
likely pulled off during the struggle with her killer. A DNA sample was taken, a potentially key piece of the puzzle, should investigators find a match on file or identify a suspect.
23 is just
Based on the droplets
Uh-huh.
spotted across the apartment,
Uh-huh.
it also appeared that the killer had remained in the
Interesting
residence for
day.
a period of time after Kayla had been fatally wounded.
Indeed.
Investigators identified several areas.
Okay, dresser. Thank you for the engagement. I see somebody on those hearts. Thank you for the heart. Look at this dresser stand. I like this. That's nice. This is nice. Thank you for the engagement. I see it out of my peripheral. You know, the peripheral right here. See, I seen it. I was like, thank you. You know, it's Sunday, so we had to come for Kevin. For sure. Okay, she got her little Bible. She got her love. She got like some little cards and look like a book or something. Look like a photo frame that's missing something. We got some little boxes here. Something must have been in those. We have like a little card here. We got some stuff up here. It's nice.
Was low.
An auto clicker. Well, there you go. See? Thank you for the engagement. She got another dresser. What this was that? This one. This on my mom. Okay, lighter. For TV. Internet. You know, I need an auto clicker, you know, because you got to. Thank you.
In both Kayla's
and her mama.
Diana Hodgson's bedrooms.
Right, okay.
Notably, inside Kayla's closet
and
bathroom.
Oh, okay. I like this little setup.
Kitchen, there were signs that an area had been wiped down.
Oh, you done took some time to clean up, ma'am. Thank you, though, for the engagement. I appreciate it.
Particularly on the kitchen island opposite where Kayla was on the floor.
Look, what you were cleaning up?
It was determined
The glass.
that most of the glass that forms the base
Had
of the
been cleaned up.
was unaccounted for.
Oh.
Investigators speculated that it had been broken during the incident and pieces later removed from the scene in an attempt to cover up evidence.
Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Most notably, there were several shoe prints visible
Oh.
around Kayla.
Oh.
The prints clearly contained the brand name BB.
Oh.
And based on their placement around her body, these had to have been left by someone other than Kayla.
Oh.
The bloody footprints continued outside the apartment.
Outside.
You got 3 separate tracks. You got one going this way and one going to the elevator. He said he was the only one in there. We have witnesses here.
Hold on.
Black Mountain, he's over there. We got. He's confirming. I'm gonna ask his name. Maybe it's asking. He ran down. He ran down.
Too many people talking.
Guy who found her ran down, flag fires, and then ran back up. So he's saying these are his prints.
The prints left a trail from apartment 200 down the stairwell, along the cement pathway, and into the parking lot, turning fainter and less visible as they continued outside of the building.
Do you know how much blood you gotta have on your shoes to track all the way down the hallway, down the stairs, into the parking lot? You got a lot of blood on your shoes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Do you know how much blood you got to have on your shoes to keep that track going? Usually you could just make it out the door. You know what I mean? Maybe down the hallway. But you all down the stairs. You done made it out on the catwalk into the parking lot.
Just be careful.
Right.
And then they kind of leave.
Excuse me.
All the way here.
Look.
And then here. So I'm guessing he made it out to 57 events of 5.
He keeps saying he. Been a little racist. We come to find out it ain't no he.
Yeah, so I want to lock that so nobody comes in there. And then the whole stairwell.
It was not certain that the prints had been left by the killer, or if they had been left by Rivalto in his panic to flag down emergency responders. Though investigators examining the scene inside the unit were beginning to believe.
Summer or winter? I don't know, that Georgia summer hit different, but the mosquitoes be dangerous during the summertime. I'm gonna have to go with winter.
That items had been removed and perhaps carried to the building's garbage bins, following the path outlined by the bloody footprints. What's more, the BB footwear matched a pair of slip-ons Kayla was known to wear.
Okay,
And
ooh, the closet is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Ooh, there's a lot going on in this closet, Kayla.
there was evidence that her closet had been accessed by her killer.
Ooh,
Revelto Robinson patiently waited, blood visible
all on his hands.
which he did not wipe off until after speaking with detectives
Okay.
as instructed.
Right.
I'm sorry that you're going through this. We're gonna do everything we can to help you out. We'll be here for you, all right? I appreciate you talking to me and being cooperative and calm, all right? We're gonna have a million questions to ask you.
Sure.
Just
I understand.
Felt, as he was known to friends, explained that he had last seen Kayla the evening before, sometime around 7 p.m. He left and went home. He assumed that Kayla had worked that night. She was employed as a bottle girl at a local club called Spot Lounge. Kayla had a shift at the lounge every Tuesday, which ran until about 4 a.m. In the morning, Velt stopped back at the apartment, but Kayla did not come to the door. She did not pick up her phone, and she was not responding to text messages. At first, he was angry, believing that she was blowing him off
Right.
for an unknown reason.
Right.
But after he left, Velt spotted her car parked in an unusual spot,
Uh-oh.
just outside of the building's lawn.
Range. And it's white.
Instead of directly by the entrance.
Mm.
He thought this was so uncharacteristic of Kayla's behavior,
Sport
combined
mode.
with her giving him the silent treatment, that he grew suspicious.
Good.
So he returned to the apartment. This time, he tried the door.
Oh.
It was unlocked.
Ooh.
Banging on the door for like a Forrest Gump, banging on the door. And then I just checked the door.
Right.
I checked the door open.
Ooh.
She was right there.
Ooh.
Okay, so she's facing, her head is facing this way.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her right here. So she's walking by the island. In the kitchen on the left side of the island. So literally on the
Do you
left side.
see anything unusual besides the fact that you're
Her car.
No, nothing out of the ordinary. I was seeing besides that.
Right, but
Is there
obviously.
anything around her? Anything near her?
She had a hookah. She had a hookah. Her hookah rope. I mean, her hose was under.
Revelto described his relationship with Kayla as just messing around. Velt had a girlfriend named Nadia who lived in New York.
Oh, Lord.
By all accounts, Kayla knew about Nadia, but Nadia did not know about Kayla.
Uh-oh.
Dating her for about a year?
Look at bad.
Are you her only boyfriend?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Just
you
messing
know.
around.
Okay. If for about a year.
Yes.
Goodness. It's a long time to be messing around.
She works at Jamaican party every weekend. Every Tuesday, I mean.
Where's that at?
It's right down the road. It's walking down.
In her capacity as a bottle girl or bar doll and waitress at Spot Lounge and other locations in and around Tamarack,
Thank you for the
Kayla received a
engagement.
lot of attention. She met men easily and dated frequently.
Okay. I mean, because she's beautiful, so we have to give it to her. I'm talking about she's absolutely gorgeous. So we definitely got to give it to her. Do I have to only work one day at the week? Tuesdays. Come on, stop playing with her.
In addition to Belle,
See what I mean? Look, and she changing hairstyles. The hairstyles are changing every time we see her. Ooh, ooh. See what I mean?
dates with a
Melanin is popping. Let me let him finish.
was also in contact with a man from the club, though they only had a nickname for him. She was in occasional
for the
contact with a
engagement.
realtor from New York named Terrence, and she had an ex-boyfriend, though friends said he was no longer in the picture.
Okay.
They also reported
Hair.
that she was not the type to make enemies,
Drop that gorgeous.
did not seek out drama,
Thank
and was
you.
loved by many. Kayla was described as an amazing daughter, a very loved and adored big sister,
Look, real hair.
friend, granddaughter,
Okay.
and cousin.
Polo
They
head.
remembered her great smile,
Sure.
but most of all, Kayla's compassion, humbleness, and loyalty.
Let me see if I got loyalty on the list. Give me a second. Give me a second. I need to check. I need to check. I need to check if we got loyalty. Let me see. I don't think I have loyalty yet. I don't have it. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me add it for March. Let me see. Because I'm almost done with March. Stop playing. I've been on it. Ooh, I'm at March 26th. Word of the day. Loyalty. I'll take it. Go ahead, finish, Kevin. So we can see what happened. Oh, that's me. Let me cut the music. Live. Go ahead. What happened to Kayla?
Makes you old. Tai Chi
Chi.
makes you young. Make it a habit.
Investigators were now faced with the crucial task of identifying who could have wanted Kayla dead.
Who could have did this
Officers on scene
foolishness?
recovered one of the first clues as they canvassed the building, asking neighbors if anyone
Ring.
saw anything.
Doorbell. I know somebody got a ring. I know somebody got that ring. Did you see something? Did you hear
In the
something?
early
Because
morning hours, a 16-year-old neighbor of Kayla's
16.
reported that someone had been in the hallway and had knocked on her door.
Oh.
That person had claimed that someone on the floor had stolen their backpack, which had been left in the stairwell. After speaking with officers at the apartment building, the team gave a recorded statement to detectives.
In your own words, could you just tell me about what happened that night?
So it was around like 2:30 maybe. I heard a knock at the door, so I looked through the peephole, but I wasn't sure who it was. But I seen this woman, and she was kind of standing off to when I opened the door and I put my head out.
Right.
She was talking to me. She was kind of not looking, like she was looking, but like over her shoulder. And then at one point she turned and she pulled her mask down. And she told me that she looked like someone took her bag. Like she put her bag down on the stairs, walked around the complex, told me she came back and her bag was gone.
Oh. What you knocking on my door for, ma'am? You put your bag down, you walked away, and then you came back, your bag was gone. Ma'am, why are you knocking on my door? What does that got to do with me? Ma'am, what does it have to do with me?
And she said, I knocked on everybody's door, or I'm knocking on everybody's door on this floor because somebody on this floor took it.
No, you can't just assume that it's somebody on this floor, ma'am. Oh well, stop putting your bags down.
I heard a door open and then close. Probably like 20 minutes later, I started hearing banging at the door. Like it was like somebody was aggressively banging, but I didn't come out of my room like see who it was. But I called my mom, told my mom that there was somebody banging.
The neighbor's
What?
unit was in close proximity to Kayla's.
Right. They got
and
a
there was
doorbell.
no evidence that someone had genuinely knocked on every door in the hallway in search of the bag in the middle of the night. It was more likely that the neighbor had encountered the killer who knocked on the wrong door.
Uh-oh. Interesting.
Team gave a description: a woman in black with a mask. Surveillance in
Uh-oh.
caught the woman on camera.
There she go.
Kind of like a coat.
Right, I see it.
Yankees, a cap, like black sweatpants, and I'm not sure what type of shoes they are.
Child, he got it to the T. Hat,
I know they're like
jacket, shoes.
Predictably, when the cameras were checked for the same individual leaving the building, they found that they had changed clothing and shoes. The camera captured images of the suspect carrying a cardboard box and paper bag. Presumably, items from the crime scene were inside. In the following days, detectives gave instructions to have the items inside the garbage compactor searched.
Day 3 of a homicide investigation.
Hot or cold where you are? Child, you know Georgia, she make up her own weather. It was so breezy today. Oh my goodness.
At one point,
It's
deputies
breezy.
focusing on the garbage area downstairs from where a woman was found dead. The victim's second-floor apartment is still blocked off. A biohazard bag and evidence markers on the ground.
The unknown is driving us crazy. You know, we don't know who did this. We don't know why you would do this.
Right.
Kayla's mother, Diana Hodgson, worked as a flight attendant.
Oh.
She caught the first flight home upon hearing the horrific and devastating news
Girl,
of her daughter's
please.
death.
Please. Oh my goodness. I could only imagine. Oh, I could only imagine.
Diana spoke with detectives to offer any
Okay, blue sofa. Sectional. Pillows. Okay. Table, rug. Okay.
that may be useful. She listed items missing from the home, including a pair of slip-on BB brand shoes.
Somebody's
Slides
slippers.
that this person was wearing, and you told me they were BB slides and provided a description of them without me showing you a photo. Is that correct?
Correct.
We just discussed that on the phone. And you described them as a pink slide type sandal with kind of fuzzy.
Yes.
And then
The BB lettering is like a glitter, like a rhinestone look to it.
Okay. Okay.
Though their schedules often conflicted,
Right.
the mother and daughter had remained close.
For sure.
Diana knew a considerable amount about her daughter's social life, her work,
Hair.
and relationships.
Negatives.
For months, Kayla had been receiving threatening phone calls.
From who?
In the days
Okay. Is that Fendi? Act like you know. Act like you know. It's Fendi.
that
Purple.
frequency increased.
Who?
She did mention that she was having an issue as of lately with the prank phone calls, and she seemed to be a little bit more concerned about that.
Velt was also aware of the calls. In fact, for some time, Kayla had believed that his girlfriend in New York was behind them. The number was blocked, but the slang the caller used, like the
New
term
York?
deadass, was typical of New Yorkers, she thought. Velt was clueless when it came to the details of these calls.
It's New York.
Like a couple weeks ago, she was getting like prank calls. People calling
No,
her,
don't.
like,
You know.
people calling like prank calling her like, like just prank calls. She was, and she said
Sir.
something. She didn't get the details.
The
Don't do
greatest
that.
insight, however, came from a conversation with Kayla's best friend,
Who?
Janisa.
Who?
was
Which
also
one?
A bar doll.
Which one?
There was a guy named Shakur.
Okay.
There was a guy named Terrence.
Okay.
Terrence, he lives in New York.
Oh.
That'll be about it.
Cure, Vel,
Then there's her ex-boyfriend, Javon.
Javon. But did she see him at all still?
Is that 5? Did I count that correct?
And we know Terrence has a girlfriend.
Correct. Well, he doesn't claim the girlfriend, but yes, he has a girlfriend.
What the fuck does that mean? You got a girlfriend, but you don't claim the girlfriend. It's the disrespect for me. It's the disrespect
It
for
was
me.
this connection
Hey,
in
Kevin.
New York with the realtor
Right.
he knew as Terrence
Mm.
that raised red flags for Janisa.
How so?
Because just like Velt, Terrence, or Terry as other friends knew him,
What the fuck? Terrence or Terry?
girlfriend in the city, though he claimed they were not an item.
See what I mean? It's the mind games for me. It's the, sir, are we a couple or are we not? Please don't have me thinking that we're a couple, but then you're like, well, we're a couple, but don't tell nobody because, you know, like, and don't, it be the mind games for me. We ain't no couple, but we a couple, but don't tell everybody. Just keep it between us. Don't do
Harry
that.
and Kayla had met the previous August and
Uh-huh.
began to spend time together when she was in New York.
Okay.
The problems with his not girlfriend
But girlfriend.
immediately.
Right.
Threatening Instagram messages,
Ooh.
harassing behavior.
How she found out about Kayla? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, if you're not the girlfriend and you're not being claimed and he's dating other people, I'm just trying to figure out how you know everybody else. Other people. Other individuals that are not his girlfriend. That are not being claimed. But, you know, we talking on Instagram and stuff like that. I'm just trying to understand. It be the mind games for me.
and turning up uninvited.
See what I mean?
She always seemed to know when they had been out together.
See what I like? Why you? So you sharing your location with her, but that's not your girlfriend? Cause ain't no way she just popping up out of nowhere. She just not popping up out of nowhere. So don't sit here and tell me that she ain't no girlfriend, but she is.
Contact her afterwards.
Stop with these
Despite
mind games.
this, when the crank calls began to escalate, Kayla still suspected Felt's girlfriend. Why?
Why?
Because according to Diana and Janisa,
Uh-huh.
from Kayla's perspective,
Right.
her casual and sporadic interactions with Terrence were insignificant, not worth getting worked up about.
Not insignificant. Well, we gonna figure out. It's somebody from New York.
Apparent, however, that Terry's sometimes girlfriend
Right.
disagreed.
Terrence.
Kayla had returned home from a visit to New York shortly before her death. She
See?
and Janisa had spent one night out with Terrence and his friends
Ooh.
in the city without
Ooh.
incident. That had not been the case on a previous trip when Terrence's not girlfriend
But-
turned up unexpectedly, looking for a fight.
See what I mean? It's the I'm not a girlfriend, but some way I know who he be talking to on Instagram. Some way I know who he be texting, who he be calling. Some way I know where he be at and when he be out with whoever he be out with. Some like I'm not a girlfriend, but some way somehow I know all this about him. Like I know all this about him. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no bills. You ain't got no life to be this obsessed over somebody. Girl.
She was waiting for Kayla. I don't know.
Ma'am, I don't care. Don't come up on me. Don't start out. Don't throw no drink on me. Don't put your hands on me. You know, he said that y'all don't go together, so go ahead on. Go ahead on. But don't put your hands on me, honey. Please don't put your hands on me. Don't come with all that hostility. It's the getting violent with me, but he's the one that's not claiming you. What?
We were in New York.
And not this past time, but
No,
before that?
this was last year.
Okay. Why should we go there?
Probably to fight her.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Like, ma'am, I don't know you. You didn't got my number. You prank calling me. I'm just, I can't quite understand how is it that some way, somehow, you feel entitled to pick up the phone and prank call me, blocked. Some way you find a way to figure out where we at, where I'm at. Now you to find out where I live. You done traveled from New York. I can't.
She wasn't like, they weren't trying to meet up and like squash something.
No.
She just
See what I mean?
show up where Kayla was headed.
That place was a frequent place for the guys to go hang out. So she went there in some sweats, hair tied back, you know.
Looking to fight.
It's like an after hours place.
Yes.
A
Look.
physical altercation never took place. Kayla avoided the confrontation and went elsewhere. That night could have been a warning for Kayla, after which the threatening texts and calls ramped up. Janisa shared texts from Kayla about the harassment with detectives.
You're a whore. Leave my man alone. Like, just stuff like that, antagonizing him.
How I'm a hoe, but he don't want you. He ain't claiming you. Y'all have nothing per him. This is from his recollection that y'all not together, and then obviously other people too, because other people are like, that ain't your girl. He ain't your girl. You ain't his girl. He ain't your man. But some way, somehow, in your mind, somehow, somewhere in your mind, you the girl, and I'm not, because we're dating, and I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't even know you. Hell, I don't even know you.
Calling me and text me now. She said like they would be silent for a good minute, then I would have to scream hello just for them to say hello. Then at the end, she was like, "You know you're a whore, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know. Tell me something."
First of all, I don't answer block phone calls. The way iPhone got me set up, block calls can't even come in. You could just change that setting on your phone. to whereas block phone calls can't even come in. Now, you can go to your settings. You know, you got to go deep into the settings. And now you can have it where the person got to actually say their name. If they're not in your contact list, then the person actually have to like say their name, and the operator be like, hold on, give me a second, just say your name, and then I'm gonna patch you through, and then if she want to talk to you, she'll pick up. If not, you just gonna have to leave a voicemail. But give me a second, say your name, and then let me tell her who you is. If you go deep into them settings, I'm talking about love certified. Oh my goodness.
Then the bitch will go quiet.
Bitch
Next
ain't
day in
calling
the
me.
morning, she messaged her again. Could be a female, meanwhile I'm sitting here pregnant.
Ooh.
The sick part is, if y'all really talking and hanging out, I want you to know I'm not coming easy on either of y'all. Girl, crazy.
The girl, that bitch
She
crazy.
had a tracker in his car.
See what I
That's how she
mean?
found out
See,
that-
okay, now you got a tracker. You got too much time on your hands. He may have, like, you know, some good intimacy. She could be whipped off the intimacy. She could be head sprung off the intimacy. You know. She may not have, like, you know, one of them POF accounts. She may not have a tagged account, a BLK account, Bumble, whoever else out there. She may not, you know what I mean? I don't know. I really don't know.
Not to eat, that he was picking her up.
See what I mean?
But for the most part, there's not one time that she did not know.
See what I mean?
The woman who was or was not the girlfriend of Terry the realtor, was 28-year-old Sakina Thompson.
Sakina.
Sakina worked as a nail technician.
See what I mean? You have a job. Booked and busy, honey. Booked and busy. And then my thing is, get me off the screen because you're not ugly. She's not ugly. So I'm trying to figure out, where is this insecurity coming from? Not saying that you got to be ugly to be insecure, but I mean, because, you know, it be the cute ones that be so damn insecure. Obviously, allegedly. Let them finish.
She had launched a YouTube channel offering beauty tips and makeup tutorials.
She over here with us? She's over here with us?
Years earlier.
Hey guys.
She is over here with us. Oh my God, she's on YouTube. It's the eyeliner. Hold on.
My name is Sakina.
Sakina.
I'm from New York.
From New York, obviously. 20.
I'm a full-time nail technician.
Alright.
Yeah, I didn't really know what to say, but
What you talking about?
yeah. Okay, bye.
Do y'all hear that Chris Brown coming in? Come on, that damn Chris Brown. No, he legendary. All you need is 3 seconds of the song, and you know it's popping. It's popping. Cut it out.
Though Terry insisted to Kayla that he was not in a relationship.
Is this him? Terry the realtor? What's that supposed to be over there? The makeshift hookah? I don't know what he chewing that hard on.
Yeah. It seems that the two had been committed to each other previously.
Had been.
Sakina's social media was flooded with videos of their time together. She posted about receiving enormous bouquets of flowers,
Okay.
presumably
Ooh.
from Terry.
Mm-mm.
One video was
Ooh.
a carefully crafted.
Look, she's gorgeous. Lashes, okay, hair, makeup, nails better be done. Technician.
montage of a
Look,
dinner date,
okay,
which
period,
included a shot
shirt.
of her date's personalized boxer
Oh,
briefs.
oh.
Her photo printed across the waistband.
Okay, so she's one of them. She's one with a tongue out. And then look, that's me, y'all, that's me. I told you she was sprung off the intimacy. I said that like 5 minutes ago. We didn't have to see the personalized, the boxers. We know you're sprung off of the intimacy. Like, it's clear. You track a bitch down from New York and slit up a girl. It can't be that good. It can't be. Not for you to spend the rest of your life in jail. Prison. Ooh, go.
Another post, Sakina shared a
Chanel.
recorded display
That's
of
Terry.
her opening a luxury gift. Terry is seen in the background, receiving congratulations from friends.
She probably bought it her. Well, never mind. Because you know, chicks will do that. They'll buy a gift and then try to make it seem like, oh, he bought it for me. Oh.
Whether Sakina was exaggerating the blissful nature of
Right.
her relationship or
Look,
not
well,
can
look.
only be speculated. What is clear was that in her mind,
Is that a
Terry
pizza?
was her man.
Is that Papa? Never mind, because it's New York, so it hit different. Who got
And
that
he was
heart-shaped
not
pizza?
meant to be in contact with other
I ain't gonna. I thought it was. Let me let him finish. Let me let Kevin
clear
finish.
was that in her mind, Terry was her man.
In her
and
mind.
he was not meant to be in contact with other women.
Okay, when y'all on the break and you see he refollowed B he not supposed to be speaking to, how you telling the grown-ass man who he not supposed to be speaking to? Oh, y'all gonna have to settle down. Look at these lashes, honey. This is the problem. This is the problem. These lashes. Child, come on back to reality with the rest of us, honey. Come on back down here. I'm definitely, I don't want to hear that R. Kelly now. Look. Let me see. Let's go through. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Bag, two-piece phone. Okay, white two-piece bag. Okay, two-piece pink. Drink, bag, hair. Okay. Okay, we got some jeans, heels, open toe, black shirt, clutch. Yeah, that's a little clutch. Okay, pink. Why does that look like the same outfit that What's-Name had on? Okay. Then she got a little bathing suit. Okay, and then the little slits on this. Okay. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, it ain't like you ugly, so what's the problem? I'm confused.
Followed her activities closely.
Yeah.
Just days before the murder,
Look.
Kayla blocked her.
You entertained it for too long. You
talk about me thinking I ain't gonna go look on their page. I be looking at y'all page.
Obviously, because you're obsessed. You fucking maniac. Like, but you're obsessed.
It seemed
It's the lashes. You're obsessed.
that the last night Terry and Kayla spent out in New York went unnoticed. In addition, Sakina almost certainly had access to Terry's cell phone for the express purpose of monitoring his interactions.
No.
For women, she even posted their messages to each other.
Babe, question. What's up, baby? What do you want for Christmas? Your love. Something money can actually, buy? Nothing, please. Yeah, you said the same for your B-Day. And did I listen? LOL. I told you she'd be the one buying the gifts and then be trying to make it seem like he bought them. I just said that.
Showing his love and
She's
loyalty to her. Terry wrote, "This
fucking
is the
told you
happiest I have
this
ever
the
been.
happiest I
I
ever
love
been."
you forever, like I will never stop loving you. I hope you know." An offer that he made was also revealing.
If you come over, I'll let you go through my phone. Oh, jeez.
You come over, I'll let you go through my phone.
Now he gaslighting. Now he's a gaslighter. Uh-oh.
He was really mentally psycho.
I just said that. I told you. She is man, we have places for people like this.
Mentally, the girl would not leave Kayla alone. Mind you, this guy talks to many other girls in New York.
So why are you so obsessed with Kayla? Like, it ain't just Kayla. See, you're obsessed with Kayla. All right, he's talking to other chicks all over here in New York, but you're obsessed with Kayla.
Kayla was gorgeous, you know. She had her the body and everything. Like, Terrence was just after her. And that was just a persistent thing with her. It wasn't just a one night, you know? It was persistent, and he would work on it. He would fly her out. He would send her food. Like, you know, it was persistent. I feel like she felt like she was a threat. And I don't know, I was sitting at home, and I don't know, everybody kept asking me, like, do you know anybody that Kayla had problems with? Do you know anybody that didn't like her? You know, nothing triggered to me, and then all of a sudden it just hit me, like, I forgot about this girl would literally antagonize Kayla for no reason.
Exactly.
Terrence has bought a flight for Kayla, you know, to come to New York. So I have a, you know, of course the address would have to be in their messages. And the girl has access to his phone because she's text Kayla off his phone.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that's the only way I can think that she can get the address.
Terry had purchased Kayla flights to New York. He ordered food to be delivered to her home in Tamarack. There was every reason to believe that her address was in his phone.
For sure.
And that his jealous and angry, sometimes girlfriend, had access to his device. Sakina Thompson matched the physical profile of the
Ooh.
woman caught on camera.
Not the
outside of
physical
Kayla's
profile.
apartment on the night of the murder. They placed
Not the physical profile.
photo in a presentation lineup for the teenage neighbor who saw the likely killer that night.
Right.
She identified Sakina Thompson.
In your own words, like, if you were to say how sure you were that was the person.
95.
95? Okay.
I am in.
This crash out season has got to
On
come to an
Wednesday,
end.
August-
Look at this hair. These braids. No makeup. See what I mean? I woke up like this. See? Lashes. Ooh. Because you can't come in here with that. You're going to have to leave them lashes. That lace. Gonna get peeled off at the door.
2022,
Look.
at approximately 8:50 a.m., Sakina Thompson was taken into custody with the assistance of the U.S. Marshals Task Force
Goodness.
in New York. She was then extradited to Florida. In the small black purse that she carried at the time of her arrest
Evidence.
were a handful of items, most notably the printout for a plane ticket. New York to Fort Lauderdale, leaving July 12th and returning the 14th.
Oh my goodness. So
Invest-
you in Florida at this. You just can't make this stuff up. Like you really can't make this stuff up because
Here's also learned that she was 2 months pregnant.
she said that. Remember in the text messages that she was texting to Kayla, and she had said something about pregnant, whatever. He had already dropped that hint, and so just imagine like that. You can't even say that the first trimester hormones. You have to say that morning sickness hormones because they hit different, but your hormones, you didn't slit a chick throat. Why are you like that type of, why are you feeding your fetus that type of energy, that type of negative energy? I don't understand. I'm just a little confused. I can't
Sakina
fathom.
pleaded not guilty to a charge of first-degree
How? What's your defense? Insanity.
premeditated murder. There was no sense arguing that she was not the woman at the Tamarack apartment that night. In addition to the plane tickets, investigators linked her to a stay at the Plaza Hotel,
Oh my
to
God.
Lyft car rides to and from the airport,
Oh my
as well as attempts to conceal the Ubers she ordered to and from Kayla's apartment
How?
by using a fake account.
Oh my God.
The DNA found under Kayla's fingernail eventually returned a mixture of hers and an unknown male, a fact that may have suggested some gaps in the case. However, the mountain of circumstantial evidence tracking Sakina to the crime scene and cleaning up afterwards was overwhelming. Social media accounts report that Sakina gave birth in 2023 while in custody, awaiting trial for the murder of Kayla Hodgson. Her pregnancy would in fact form a central point of her defense. She argued that she went to Florida just to speak with Kayla, woman to woman. After being blocked online, she was left with no other means of communication. When she arrived in the middle of the night, she claimed that Kayla attacked her with the hookah. The glass shattered. Sakina alleged that she was slashed across her midsection by a piece of this glass. The attack caused her to black out as she fought to protect the life of her unborn child.
So what you showed up for in the middle of the night for? Banging on the wrong door. You banging on the wrong door. But okay.
Testified in her own defense over the course of 2 days.
Child.
She admitted to cleaning up parts of the crime scene,
Sure.
changing into fresh clothing that she located in the apartment,
Sure.
and then discarding evidence into the trash before fleeing.
Mm-hmm.
She also admitted that she had been jealous of Kayla Hodgson.
Finally. Like, don't you think that this could have all been avoided had you just admitted this to yourself long time ago? You know what? I'm jealous of her. Maybe I should meet her. Not to harm her, but just to meet her. Hey, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. My dude like you, you know what I mean? You can't even admit it because you're obsessed. You're calling her. Oh, this chick
I
here.
guess you could say jealous and like insecure.
Despite her jealous motive, she insisted that it was Kayla that had instigated the physical encounter.
Well, I mean, I would too if you pop up at my house at 2:30 in the morning.
Her over the head with the hookah.
She just starts grabbing my hair and punching me, and I'm on the floor. I'm kicking. I'm trying to get up to fight back at this point because now it's a fight.
Prosecutors were not buying
I
the
ain't
story
buying that
of
shit
a
either.
blackout.
I'm not
In the
buying
state's
none of
opinion,
this shit.
the attack that left Kayla dead from
Premeditated.
dozens of stab wounds may have occurred in a blind rage, but also constituted first-degree murder.
Okay.
They argued that Sakina had brought a knife with her to confront Kayla. She testified instead that after being slashed with the shard of glass, she awoke from her blackout holding a weapon and standing over Kayla's body. She must have grabbed for something sharp during the struggle. A knife was never located, though the state argued it was successfully disposed of. Despite the temporary blackout, Sakina did have the presence of mind to attempt a cleanup,
Right.
change
Change
into fresh
clothes.
clothing, and dispose of
All
her
the
bloody
evidence.
items.
Punching me,
Punching you where?
my face.
Where on your face? Point to it where?
I don't remember, but everywhere.
This is where she was punching you in your face?
My face.
I mean, this is why you killed her, right? Right?
No,
It's not?
no,
You didn't kill her because she was fighting you?
no. I killed her because she took the glass from the hookah and slashed me across my stomach.
That's the same.
The blood, I was walking in the blood.
You walked in the blood?
Yes,
With what shoes?
with BB shoes. I changed my shoes.
On Tuesday, the 14th of October, 2025,
Guilty.
after an hour of
Oh.
deliberation,
Child, I'm glad it only took an hour. We don't need no lunch. We're good.
a jury found Sakina Thompson guilty of first-degree murder.
Get up out of here.
Her sentencing took place on December 1st.
What?
Kayla's mother and brother gave victim statements to the court. They thanked law enforcement and the prosecution
Yeah,
for their dedication
for sure.
in obtaining justice for Kayla.
Exactly.
They noted that the number of friends and family members
Everybody.
that attended court that day
Yeah.
and throughout the trial
Yeah.
stood as a testament to
Yeah.
how many lives Kayla had touched and
Exactly.
how deeply she was missed.
Yeah, look.
Others also
Fam,
spoke,
friends.
including Kayla's aunt
Uh-oh.
and godmother.
Oh, God, Mom.
Change.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. You did break us.
Mm.
You are stronger.
Mm.
And you will remember always.
Mm.
Handing down his sentence, Judge Siegel described the murder as heinous and noted that a life term was the only appropriate punishment for the premeditated killing.
I said it was premeditated now. I'm like, you ain't catch no flight for nothing. You ain't bring no knife for nothing. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get up on the stand and try to flip it. Like, oh, that wasn't, no, that, ma'am, you took a flight. You took a flight.
He gave Sakina Thompson this sentence without the possibility of parole.
You don't need no parole, ma'am. That's why we have prison for people like this. I'm like, the crash outs are just, it's becoming a little too much, don't you think? Like it's like, come on now, you guys, please, everybody, please. Like, can we just give the crash out season a break? Like, let's give it a break. Hey, excuse me. How about we just give the crash out season a break? Like, come on, because, I mean, you guys are like you pushing it to the limit here. It's just, it's never going to be that serious. It's never going to be that serious. Trust me. Like, it's just never going to be that serious. Does it look like Ghislaine is out of prison or somewhere? Hold on, give me a second. Let me give me a thumbs up real quick. And then I'm gonna go back over here and see what's going on. Let me just see. I'm just seeing what's going on. When I tell you, let me go to DMZ real quick. Because when I tell you, I just can't. Chugs beer. Okay, he can't drink him a little beer? So now y'all ain't gonna let him drink his little beer. Let me just move it out the way a little bit. They had this little timeline yesterday. Vicky don't know who that is. Out there banging 400 guys. Ugh. I mean, she had said that. She had said, I'm gonna just let her go be great. Okay, Jennifer. Yes, it is. You know, job. She, listen. I had last night. I was laying down in the bed, and I have this tendency, right? Because it's bedtime, and I'm trying to put myself to sleep, and so I'm like, okay, let me go through everybody who I usually go through, website wise, and so I'll start. Wait, so I go over here. Technically, TMZ is never first. Never. Oh my goodness. Never, ever. I always start with World Star because they the OGs. They the OGs. And so I start with World Star. Oh, this was a good one. They have found some gold. I don't know why they recorded themselves. I don't even know why they decided to tell the world this. This isn't something that you tell the world. That's something that you're supposed to keep to yourself, especially dealing with anything over there in Africa. And so I just scroll. I just be wanting to see. I'll be like, let me see what's going on, because, you know, I'm just perusing. Like, I'm just perusing. Nothing major. And so then I may go over here. I may go over here to Media Takeout and see what Media Takeout talking about. You know, because World Star got the videos. Then we go over to the Media Takeout. Let me see what's going on. My son was telling me something about Eric Dane. ALS. Offset is cold-blooded. spotted out with Cardi B's #1 op. Who was her #1 op? The chick who she was talking about. He's gonna forever regret Jade. Jade. Who is Jade? The chick. Wait. Jade, the woman who fought again after she got beat up for an alleged affair with Offset. I don't know no damn Jade. The woman who filed charges against Cardi after she got beat up. Is that the chick who got beat up by the twins? I don't. See what I mean? Look, y'all, you know, Media Take, I don't play. Let me see what's going on. Is returning to today in midst of mom drama. Okay. Well, she got to pay her bills. A woman value decreases the more kids she has. Kim is the last person I'll be trying to get any kind of advice from, especially when it comes to value and kids. I'm like, no. It's not beefing with Gavin Newsom. No, he's not. Oh, his wife. Girl, anyway. Somebody boosted scamming. Asian dog. Okay. Look, see, I be over there on Media Take out. And then, you know, she be taking the day off. I mean the weekend off. The Jasmine brand. And then sometimes her website be down. Michael B. Jordan. Who is that? Delroy, her on stage. N-word was shouted. Okay. T-Boss, get out of here. TSA pre-check remains fully operational. Okay. Remember, announced his new talk show. Talking about what? Patrick, okay. Travis, Boy, unretires. Full comeback. Okay. Fight Mike Tyson. There we go with that. What is it called again? Elder abuse. Okay. First look, unscripted film TV deal. Okay. What? Oh no. Ray J. Okay. That foolishness them too. And then look. Wait. Hold on. I'm not done. I'm telling you. I have to. This is what happens when I be in the bed. I be trying to put myself to sleep. New album. Anyway. Most influential rapper. All you need is one hit to come out of there. 13th Child. Ooh, goodness gracious. I don't know how. When he on tour last year? Clay breakup rumors. Okay, what was it? Last summer. Okay. Didn't see how it going strong. But recently, some social media users began to suspect during a recent FMC shutdown rumors that the two of them split up. Okay. Clay, wait. Okay. So they ain't break up. Allegedly, days after he bought her a $400K Bentley. Okay. Okay, so they ain't break up. No respect for child. He be going back and forth with somebody new every week. Twitter trolls claiming she isn't selling out her shows. I mean, you don't have to sell out. Shit. I'm like, you're going on tour, and you know your fans who want to see you, they're gonna see you. You put on a good show, and you're good. That's it. Every show ain't gonna be sold out, honey. It's bills, honey, food. These credit card bills. Okay, and then some way I got over here. Look, she was still open. I ain't closed the tab. Some way, somehow I got over here to this kidnapping timeline. with Nancy Guthrie. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. When I tell you, oh my goodness. And so you see why she headed back to work. If it's not apparent already, you see why she is headed back to work. Nancy headed back to work. Not Nancy. Whatever the daughter name is. Nancy, I believe, is the mama. I don't even know these people. Nancy is the mama. Whoever the daughter is. I think Media Takeout just told us that she was headed back to work. But I forgot her name. Does it matter? Does it really matter? Like, if we're being honest here, does it, like, really matter? As far as, like, her, whoever mama this is, like, we know, you know, like, we know. But still, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. It's the timeline for me. It's the timeline for me. We have a doorbell camera at Nancy's home was mysteriously disconnected at 1:47 a.m. And then even more distressing, Nancy's pacemaker app is disconnected from her phone 2:28 a.m. So this is all happening on the 1st of February. And so remember, if we scroll back up, the day before, which obviously would have been Saturday, Nancy left. She was in an Uber to have dinner at Annie's in Tucson, Arizona. And then, of course, after dinner, her son-in-law, whoever that is, dropped her back off at her home. And that's Annie's husband, Tommaso. And then he said that he waited to get inside and then drove away. Made sure she got inside and he drove away. That was the day before. And then somewhere between 10 o'clock p.m. and 2 a.m., the camera went off. And then about 30 minutes later, 45 minutes later, then the app got disconnected. Get the cameras, and then the pacemaker app. Now, you would have to know someone's medical history to know that they have a pacemaker, yet alone they have it connected to their app. See what I mean? You have to actually know someone's current medical history. Is that medical history? Yeah, okay, I'll leave it at current, yeah. You have to know to know that it's connected to an app, to even know that they actually have a pacemaker. And then, of course, now she ain't came to church, and we calling. She ain't make it to church. You know, what time church started? 11? It could have started at 10. But right before service was over with, we found out that she didn't make it, and we need to figure out who was supposed to come and get her. Because if she took an Uber over there to Annie's for dinner the night before, I'm assuming she's not driving. I don't know. But she didn't make it to church, and so the church called. They say relatives discovered that Nancy was missing after getting a call from churchgoers. So the church noticed, and then they called, hey, we had the church van swung by, and she didn't come to the door. So we figured that, she probably wasn't coming, but we just wanted to let somebody know that she ain't make it to church. And she didn't make it. She never made it for service. Shout out to the church. Shout out to her church. For catching it. And so boom, what happened now? Then 12:03, here's the 911 call. Why they didn't release the 911 call? They released it with Richard McCorn, significant other. Why TMZ ain't get the phone with the 911 call and release it? Now we got a press conference the next day. Oh, did we hit the 24-hour mark? Since they always claiming that they need to take 24 hours before, okay. I mean, Then the next day, Charlie make you sleeping. Jama. Then they confirmed that she was in bed when she was abducted. How? How did you figure that out if the cameras were disconnected? How can you confirm? What evidence do you have that confirms that she was actually in her bed when she was abducted? What evidence do you have? What evidence do you have? Because then that seems to contradict this late ring whoever. We're gonna get to it. And then here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Not TMZ. It's the TMZ get the first ransom note for me. Like, wait, and then Bitcoin. Okay. What happened to Nancy? Because this right here, this isn't cool, you guys. Like, this isn't cool. I read this last night. That's why I ain't trying to read it again, because I had already read it. And it was technically, if you go back, this what had me on it. Move out the way. I ain't trying to talk to you yet. This is what had me going to it. When I saw his, I was like, child, I was just over there. I just read it because I wasn't interested in it. And you got to understand, BJ Investigates / that surprise witness, she's been talking about this. She's been talking about this for like the last 2 weeks. She's been on it. She's been on it. And so I'm trying to figure out. And I remember it could have been last week sometime. It could have been like last Monday, right? Or Tuesday. No, it was last Tuesday. I had went and I had got me some fish from the fish market. Some sway. I had got like 3 pieces of sway fried. I was like, oh, I just want me some sway. And it was lunch break. So I went and got me some sway. And it was it? Hold on. Give me a second. No, it was 2 weeks ago. I did go and get some sway last week, but the Olympics was on. And I was watching, I can find it, y'all. This was it. It's this sport that was on. And I was like, man, I see that, I was like, I see that emoji all the time. A neck curling stone. It was on the Olympics at the fish spot, at the fish market. But the week before that, it was breaking news about the whole Oh, oh, the doorbell. Oh, they just February 10th. I say I'm in the fish market and I'm trying to I think this was when I had ordered 4 pieces of sway, but last week I had only got 3 pieces of sway. But I say it's been a whole week and y'all just now releasing this. The security footage releases wait, the FBI releases the first images and videos of Nancy's alleged kidnapper. The images were captured on a Nest home security camera. A big break in the case seems to come at 7:30 p.m. when a subject is detained and their home is searched. I don't know if, because from my understanding, let's scroll back up. A doorbell camera at Nancy's home was mysteriously disconnected at 1:47 a.m. Right? Isn't that what y'all just told me? Okay, so then how is it that it took a whole week and a half, damn near, and now y'all see her talking about, oh, we're gonna release the images of that were captured on the Nest home security camera. Nest home security camera, and then we have a doorbell camera. Now, I understand those are 2 different cameras. You know, you got the Ring and then you got the Nest, the one that goes up there, right? Okay, I get it. 2 different cameras, sure. But why is it that y'all are just not releasing these images on the 10th? Why y'all just not releasing these images? Why are we just not releasing these images? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm confused. Like, it's the TMZ getting the ransom note for me. It's we're just gonna release the Nest footage a week and a half later for me. Then here he go, sir. Trump says he will give federal resources toward Nancy's kidnapping investigations. Y'all put him in the office. So I can't. I really can't. Like, I'm so ready for his term to be over with. I'm so ready. She's still alive. Oh, she's still alive. Another ransom. Now they got ransom requests, ransom deadlines. Y'all ain't take ransom updates. Y'all ain't taking this seriously. But I believe she's still alive. And then, of course, they released the footage. And then, some way, somehow, because remember, oh, we got some Nest footage. And then, oh, we found a glove. And then, here we go. Oh, this person is detained and their home is searched, and then turns out to be a dead end. They let him go. You know, he has no connection to the case. Then how the hell did you connect him to, you know, having him detained and having his house searched? And then, of course, here go another one. A new Bitcoin demand. And then, of course, I'm not being taken seriously. This is a fucking shit show. And then here we go again. 3 people was detained, you know, and SWAT went into their house 2 miles away from Nancy's house, and they were brought in for questioning. And then here go restaurant is seized, and you know, a car was seized and towed at a restaurant, look, Culver's restaurant, look, everybody with all these random shout outs and shit. And then here go to bought it. Here we go again. The suspect from the home raid, they was brought in for questioning, no charges. Then here we go with some Bluetooth technology to find her pacemaker. What the? The investigation takes a major forensic turn at 12:15 when the FBI says a glove recovered in the case appears to visually match the gloves. Like, it's sent in for analysis. Then she begging the kidnappers to bring her home. It's never too late to do the right thing because this must have just been a botched robbery attempt. Then here go TMZ. They get all the emails. Oh yeah, we get it. We got it. The emails, okay. And then because they have to come to the public. We got an email, y'all, from the kidnappers. We got a ransom note. It says, I know what I saw 5 days ago south of the border, and I was told to shut up, so I know who he is, and that was definitely Nancy with them. Here we go. A landscaper shows up at the Guthrie's home at 9:15, grabbing tools from the back of his car and getting to work. An hour later, President Trump calls for Nancy's abductors to receive the death penalty when they're caught if she's dead. But what does that have to do with the landscaper? How you go from a landscaper shows up and then an hour later, President Trump calls? What are we talking about? Like, what is this landscaper shows up at their house, starts to do work at 9 o'clock in the morning, getting tools, and then an hour later what? I'm sorry, what? Please explain to me. Like, I can't, because I'm having like a hard time comprehending it. A landscaper shows up and then the president says, oh, they need to get the death penalty. Is she dead? Or is she kidnapped? Pima County officials dispute a new report alleging the kidnapping was actually a botched robbery. So they dispute that this was a botched robbery. And the Guthrie family can breathe a sighs of relief. We know it's a sigh. When they're all cleared of wrongdoing in the case. So now the family has been cleared. And then here's an attorney from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, offered $100K for the safe return, adding to the $100K that the FBI is already offering. Tuesday, tested glove, no match. Now it's undergoing genealogy test. That's a name, Savannah. I just couldn't get it. She lands in Tucson at 1:41 p.m. Them two, Michael and Savannah. And then here go TMZ. Second ransom letter asking for a dollar amount similar to $6 million. What the? FBI confirms they've reached out to Mexican federal law enforcement authorities to aid. Somehow we in Mexico. Investigators confirmed at 4:30 p.m. that the recent SWAT raids have turned up no link. So that home raid with the 3 people and whoever that was, and well, nothing. They ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know how they assumed that they did, but they don't. And then the kidnapper can still be identified from DNA found at Guthrie's house. And later they confirm our story that the Guthrie case will not be featured. Here we go again with another shout out, Desert Law, a reality show. Here we go. It's the shout outs for me. We got Culver's. We had this random ass landscaper. He pulling. If he a landscaper, he can't fucking landscape with just his damn hands. Obviously, he's gonna have tools. Fuck landscaper, you know, that don't have no damn tools. Oh, this landscaper showed up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and he started getting tools out of his house. I mean, out of his car in the back of his trunk. And then, you know, an hour later, he go to President Trump talking about, what? Like, what are we talking about here? Just shit piss me off so motherfucking bad. Because my thing is, stop trying to sit here and act like y'all don't know what happened to Nancy. Just, it's the parade for me. It's the Mardi Gras for me. You know, it's the fireworks and all the bells and the whistles and stuff like that. Like, y'all gotta stop doing it. Y'all gotta stop doing it. Because y'all know what happened to Nancy. So, you know, just tell us what happened to Nancy. Like, just tell us what happened. Like, we just want to know what happened to Nancy. Like, we just genuinely want to know what happened to Nancy. All we know is that she went and got some dinner at Annie's. Her husband brought her back, made sure she got in the house good, and nobody heard from her. Nobody heard from her. Nobody seen her or anything like that. You know, we didn't catch no security cameras in the neighborhood. We didn't catch no ATM footage. You know, no convenience store footage or nothing like that. Like we didn't catch no red light, no license plate readers. Nothing. But somehow the doorbell camera was disconnected, and somehow her pacemaker was disconnected to the app. So now we got to figure out, well, how do you disconnect someone's pacemaker from the app? Like, how does that happen? Like, do you have to disconnect it from the phone, from the app automatically? Or if you cut it off, does that automatically disconnect it? You see what I mean? Like, I didn't want to jump down to Nancy Guthrie's rabbit hole. Trust me, I didn't. Because for someone who has actually lost both of their maternal grandmothers, my maternal grandmother and my paternal grandmother, I don't want to say both of my maternal, but both of my grandmothers, my paternal and my maternal grandmothers, I'm talking about just natural. Both natural. None of this shady stuff going on. None of that happened. Like, none of that happened. Because this right here, totally disrespectful. Totally disrespectful. It's the TMZ ransom note for me. It's the TMZ ransom note for me. Let me see what you're talking about.
You know how there is the ESG score, then that's the reason why we continue to see these companies, go woke and go broke, cough, cough, Bud Light. Did you know that there is something similar to the ESG score that applies to hospitals? It is called the Healthcare Equality Index. This is a scorecard that was developed for use in hospitals by the Human Rights Campaign, and the scorecard measures the equity and inclusion of their LGBTQ patients. This scorecard is on a 100-point scale, and they award points for doing things like asking children their pronouns, even though they have no history of gender dysphoria, writing the child's pronouns on the whiteboard outside of their room, even though they have no history of gender dysphoria, doing things like wearing a pin that has the trans flag to let people know which master you serve. Basically, you get woke points for pushing the agenda. And would you like to guess who is funding the Healthcare Equality Index? You know how there is the ESG score, then that's the reason why we continue.
I'm like, obviously that's me. Let me see. I'm just. Candace will be back tomorrow. I ain't seen you Choo and Quan in a minute. Candace will be back tomorrow. He will. You made it to CBS? They'll copyright y'all. Oof. He ain't talking about his he's over 80. Alright, come on now. Child, y'all gotta see Meg over there with that something Milan. At Olympics. She's so funny though. I didn't want nothing. I didn't. Cause I already know how this is. Cause I'll get the scrolling. I'll get the scrolling. I'm gonna get out of here. I was checking before I queued you back on over there. It ain't nothing going on, you know. Cause it's Sunday. That's why I come on for Kevin and then I get off because I like to be mindful of my time, obviously. And so with that being said, this was fun. I mean, obviously, you know, I feel like anytime I go live, it's always fun. Unless I get kicked out and then, you know, I can't get back in. Obviously, that's never fun, but it happens because this is social media. This is technology. This is what we live for. And so Candace is back this week. And so we will obviously try to get Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. No, Monday and Tuesday. Sunday, I did Sunday. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'll try to go live, and then I'll take a break Wednesday so I can come back for Drewski. Some of his music was getting copyrighted over here. I be trying to remember it. You know what I mean? Like every time you play, I'm like, oh, hey. So I have to like remember that. Like when at the beginning, he be playing it like in the middle too. But it ain't like it just, you know, because it's music. We know how that goes. So I'll definitely be back tomorrow. Hopefully we have that's Monday. I think corporate may not drop until like Tuesday. I'm not necessarily sure what's going to be happening tomorrow. As far as content wise, maybe Adrian from Coffee House Crime. I'm not sure. We'll just check the temperature tomorrow and see, you know, what these YouTube streets and stuff like that be talking about. But, oh, Candace, come on now. Stop, because you'll have me keep thinking stuff. In the meantime, in between time, see you tomorrow. Oh, wait. Oh, man. I thought that, wait, was it? I think it was when I was, I already cleared it out. I think it's only on YouTube when I be like, when I have the what's the name on you? Oh, there it is. I wonder why it don't do that when it's solo. So it has to be, give me a second. I'm trying to remember it. Oh, I love it when it gives me the horse. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. That is so cute. I love it. I absolutely love it. But in the meantime, okay, love you, bye.